Okay, this chapter tells the dramatic story of Korah's rebellion, where leaders among the Israelites challenge Moses and Aaron's God-given authority. The result is one of the most direct and terrifying judgments in the Bible. Yeah, we're going to see that in the film. Let's cover step by step. Korah and his followers, verses 1 to 3. Let's take a look at it. Korah, from the tribe of Levi, teams up with Dathan, Abiram, and On from the tribe of Reuben. Along with 250 leaders, they accuse Moses and Aaron of exalting themselves, okay? And it goes something like, all the congregation is holy. All the congregation is holy. Why do you lift yourselves above the Lord's assembly? Lessons. This wasn't just about leadership. It was about jealousy and pride. Korah was a Levite, already called to serve in God's house, but he wanted more power, okay? Moses responds with humility and a test, verses 4 to 11. Moses falls face down in humility and tells Korah and the others, tomorrow the Lord will show who belongs to him. Each man is to bring a censer of incense, and God will choose. Moses rebukes Korah for not being content with his God-given role, okay? And the lessons from this are ambition that resists God's order leads to disaster. Another one is spiritual pride is dangerous, even in service, okay? So Dathan and Abiram refused to appear. Verses 12 to 15, okay? Moses calls for Dathan and Abiram, but they refuse to come, accusing Moses of failure. You've brought us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness. Lessons. Rebellion twists reality. They longed for Egypt, not God's promise. Bitterness distorts memory, okay? So, fourth part, God's judgment. The earth opens, verses 16 to 35. Okay, the next day, Korah and his followers bring their censers to the tabernacle entrance. God tells Moses and Aaron to separate from the community. He is ready to destroy them all. Moses intercedes again. Will you be angry with the whole assembly for one man's sin? God tells the people to move away from Korah, Dathan, and Abiram's tents. Then the ground opens up and swallows them alive with their families. Fire from God consumes the 250 men offering unauthorized incense. Lessons. God defends his chosen leaders and deals decisively with rebellion. Spiritual position does not protect against judgment if the heart is proud, okay? Censers made into a memorial, verses 36 to 40. God commands the censers of the dead men to be hammered into a covering for the altar. This will be a visual reminder. No one except a descendant of Aaron is to come near to offer incense before the Lord. Lesson. Memorials help future generations learn from past mistakes. Okay, the people grumble. Another plague, verses 41 to 50. The next day, the people complain again, saying, you have killed the Lord's people. God sends a plague, and many begin to die. Moses tells Aaron to take incense and make atonement for the people. Aaron stands between the living and the dead, and the plague stops. 14,700 people die in addition to those from Korah's rebellion. Lessons. God's mercy comes through intersection. Aaron's actions point forward to Jesus, our mediator, okay? Grumbling spreads destruction, but prayer stops it, okay? Let's take a look at the themes and lessons from number 16. Number 16. First, God establishes authority and he defends it. Challenging God's structure is serious. It's not about people, it's about God's will. Second, pride and envy can destroy even the religious. Korah and the 200 men were leaders, not outsiders, but pride blinded them. Third, God takes sin seriously but also shows mercy. Judgment was immediate, but intercession saved many. Four, Jesus is our true high priest. Like Aaron stood between the living and the dead, Jesus is standing in the gap for us. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 25. Okay? So, number 16 is a powerful reminder that leadership is God's choice, not man's ambition. Rebellion rooted in pride leads to ruin. But the humble intercession can bring mercy. It challenges us to respect God's order, guard against envy, and be pacemakers, not troublemakers in His house. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe, and I see you in the next one.